Hi, you all, for 1200 on the first week of school and the first assignment. I wanted to do this real quick heads up movie here to one, apologize to you for in this. If you see your module here, this is the 1200 module. I have unpublished the before you begin. Check your internet settings was actually for Angel. I should have gotten rid of that. There was some information in there that I wanted you to know. And then on these some things to consider, it was just to look at the MACA student portfolio link that I had right here for the users and groups. And what I think I'm going to do is go ahead and look at this. So I'm going to actually close this for right now and go back to the module right here, and I'm going to publish the module, but I'm going to get rid of this remove the check your internet settings one. Okay, so just go into some things to consider. But a couple students have asked me about different things in here that are a little confusing. When you do the first day handout questionnaire and you go through all of these questions, let me just click the questions the way that you see them, and then I'll show you the questions right here. I have to go in and read your answers. It's going to show that you got a 0 right off the bat. Don't worry about it. I'll go in the first week and I'll regrade them, and I'll give you back your grade, or I'll give you the grade, which most everybody gets it right. So I'll give you 9, 8, 9, 10 points out of 10 points. Okay, I have to do that automatically because some of the answers that you give aren't exact. So if it's not exact according to Canvas, you're going to get a 0. That's okay. So I have to go regrade that. Okay, next thing is, let me go back to the module. In order to get through the first assignment, you can see here that I have an asset file. Some of you couldn't find the PDF file, and I'm not a huge fan of PDFs. I think that they're not great to go by. I wish you would just watch the tutorial movies and stop and start the movie. But I'm gonna download the assets because you do need the guide to begin with. So I'm going to click here and I'm going to download the pen and path zip file, which is now on my desktop. As you can see, I'm going to double click it and I'm going to go into the folder for it, and here is the pen and path PDF. I'll open it up for you and hit Command 0 and show you that it is a step-by-step guide as to how to get through this process, and as to how to, and I show you in the movie, so I'm not going to show you here, but how to actually manipulate the pen tool and all the points in there. And here's the big but. The but is that double click your pen and path guide. It'll open up Illustrator. I should have already opened it up by now, but if I bring the module back over here and go back to the first movie, in the first movie I show you, and I'll talk for a second, but I show you how to get through this movie. Now I'm going to go back to really the second movie, which is the beginning of the assignment. So if I go to movie 2 and I click it to start, you're going to see that I take and I guide you through all the left-hand side of this assignment. Okay, so you go ahead and please, for every single assignment that's in Illustrator that is from week 1 to week 2, please just go in and download the asset file first. So for week 1 in the pen and path, you have the asset file. Then you have the guide movies to follow. I wish you would really do not try, here, I'll just go ahead and say this. Please do not just use the PDF. You must watch the movies in order to get into my workflow and to understand what I haven't said or typed in the PDF, which is super important to know. So please use these movies. I made them and put them on there for you to understand how Illustrator works. A PDF file could never get and show you the care and character that I can show with an Illustrator. Now for the second one, which is really Guide 3, you have the Guide 3 student folder zip right there. So that is the first thing in the list. Then it's the guide 3, watch me first tutorial movie, and then go through all the tutorial movies. Okay, when you're ready to turn in the third assignment, which is, it's guide 3, but it's really the second assignment. Okay, you just go into the Dropbox and you submit it. And the same thing with the Dropbox for the pen and path. It's right there. It says File Dropbox. Okay, and then there's a discussion question here. So I hope this has answered some of your questions. Again, send me an email if you're having an issue and let me know if this has helped. Okay, so one more time, I don't mean to repeat myself, but download the asset file for Guide Pen and Path 2, for Guide 2 Pen and Path, and then watch the tutorial movies. Please do not just use this silly PDF, okay? And here is the Illustrator Guide 2 actual template that I want you to use. And you can see here, I'll make the I'll make the icons larger just so we can see them on the screen. The drawing layer is what you're supposed to work on. And in the movie, I show you to maintain and completely lock up and do not unlock. Let me get rid of the character palette and the stroke palette and the transform palette for now. Do not unlock the tracing layer, okay? But I go through all of that in the movie. I go through the entire left-hand side, and by the time you get to the bottom of the left-hand side, you should understand how to do the right-hand side, and in this case, use the PDF file to understand all the key clicks for the right-hand side. Now, in the PDF, I actually show you, you can tell by the little icon up here, I actually show you how to do the right-hand side. In other words, on the right-hand side, these are the first 3 shapes. So by the time you get to the right-hand side, there are no movies for the right-hand side. You don't need them. So please let me know if you have any issues. Thank you.